It's Week 7 of the NFL, and we're going to see Travis Etienne. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Jags and the Saints on Thursday night.
First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight, we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now a play fake here on first down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And down to the 41. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 17 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think the short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, and he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Devon Hamilton gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring... This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom charts.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away their timing.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. So second quarter, this offense losing and hoping to get the football in the end zone for the first time. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Rice. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
The Saints at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. On first down, Rice. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve them. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Again, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuck,
getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
23 yards on the play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Well, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting a full 8 yards on that play. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. On 1st and 10, Rice. He's got it at the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An excellent gain, 35 yards. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing on first down. Rice over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Operating from the gun, Rice. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Rice, an escape. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Josh Allen. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. Escapes the sack. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds.
Well, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away in the 4th. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Eluding the pressure right. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rice. It's caught inside the 25.
Oh, and this is a touchdown or bust drive, and that will definitely help their cause. What a time to come up with a play like that. And now, plenty of time to try and finish this drive in the end zone and take the lead.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one.